episode 3468. How do you navigate through the noise of doubt?
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Kristianne Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready for something healthy. Yes, it's time to dish it up. Come on. How about some pizza? Oh, that'll get you coming back, right? Well, no, we're not talking pizza, but we're talking about something else that might help you if you had pizza. How do you navigate through the noise of doubt? For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Okay, I just got to tell you, I am exhausted. I am so tired. I don't know that I've actually gotten caught up on sleep, and I know, and you know this too, you don't ever catch up on sleep. But man, over the last few weeks, I'm getting up early, going to bed late, and unfortunately, it's just my routine right now. And I was doing really well, man. I was tracking good. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting to bed. Remember back in the days that I said I'm going to bed at 11? Oh, I have so failed. Well, you know when you have those ups and downs in life and then you're like, you're spot on. And it's like, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can. And then you begin to fall back in kind of your old patterns because for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter what comes after the word because, right? It's an excuse. It could be a statement of fact. It could be feelings. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But in that, guess what happens? There's something in there that whispers, you can't do it. Ha, ha, ha. You're not good enough. You knew you would fail. Healthy living is not for the faint of heart. You have to want it bad enough to be dedicated to it more than enough. How do you navigate through the noise of doubt and uncertainty to be confident in what you do every day? I mean, what does your world look like? Have you actually thought about that? I've had a few moments to think about that. Why? Well, our house is under renovations. This is a story I'll be telling a lot, so just get used to it. But it's not the same story. It changes every day because, well, like yesterday, I had the plumbers and the electrician here, and there's always something. There's always a party at the Wargo household. I don't know what it is. Just bring it on. But I'm like, that's all right. It's been my motto for my entire life. Having 5 kids and now 2 grandbabies on top of that, it's a party every day. And I just invite people into the party. And that's what we do here at Create Your Now. We are doing life together and we're doing it the best to our ability, making it to be where, yeah, we can live on purpose and be present in everything that we do, where we don't lose sight, where we know where we're headed, at least for that moment. And maybe when you look at your world, maybe you're looking at it like, gosh, it has endless opportunities, so many choices. And it's no surprise that decision making can be challenging, especially when striving to live a healthy life. We all want to be around, I hope this is your thought, I could be wrong, but we all want to live a good quality life, right? I mean, I think we really do. I don't think most of us say, yes, I want to be sitting in a wheelchair by the time I'm 70 years old. I don't think we really say that. I mean, if we're honest, we may go down that road a little bit and maybe there's an expectation that's kind of hidden that maybe that's where I'll end up because of past generations and how you see your parents or your grandparents, etc. But the struggle is real. And when we look at our life, we got to look at it through the lens of confidence. And I think a lot of us, we kind of put confidence, I don't know where, nowhere on our radar though. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you're not good enough. Yeah, I think I can do, you're not good enough. Yeah, but if I was to do this, you're not good enough. And it plays regardless if you're trying to lose weight, trying to get a new job, trying to keep the kids intact, trying to renovate your house. I mean, whatever it is that you're trying to do and all you hear is, you're not good enough. You haven't mounted up to anything. Why would you start now? And then you wonder where your stamina is. You don't have the confidence. The fortitude is just like, yeah, totally out the window. There is none. And when you struggle with confidence and stamina, it truly does hinder your ability to make choices that align with your well-being. You may have the best intention to say, you know what, when I get up this morning, this is what it's going to look like. And man, by the first bite, you know you're going downhill because you've already heard, you're not good enough. What are you doing here? You're not good enough. So how do you navigate through the noise of doubt and uncertainty to create your now? Well, you got to build up your art of confidence. That is your K.I.S.S to keep it simple strategy. Build up your art of confidence. You see, notice, it's not a word. It comes with action, but it's not an action that stands alone. Okay? It's this beautiful conglomerate called a puzzle. And it's this art. And you have to create this art form for you. It looks different for everybody. For some people, it's just about being out there and being wild. I look at Facebook and Instagram. You've got those people who they really don't care. Like seriously, they don't care what they put out there. And they're just all over it. Okay, can I tell you a story here real quick? It just dawned on me. So I was telling you my plumbers and electricians came. Okay, my plumbers were here. They were wonderful. My electrician came. He was wonderful. But let me tell you a secret. So he comes in and he's like, excuse me, because I'm on the west side of the house and they're on the east side of the house. And I mean, I hear, it's not that I can't see, but I've got stuff plastic everywhere. So it's like looking through the lenses. So you know someone's over there, but you really can't tell what they're doing. And so you just hear voices. And so he's like, excuse me, ma'am. And I'm like, oh yeah, come on back. And so he came around and because we've got things blocked so the dog doesn't get everywhere and the cat doesn't escape and all this stuff. You know, we try to keep everybody safe. Well, anyway, he comes and he's like, may I use your restroom? And so I pointed him to where the toilet does actually work because we're working on our master bathroom and another bathroom that's downstairs. So anyway, long story short of it, he comes back later, and this is probably about an hour or so later. And he says, are you busy with anything? And I said, well, I tell my husband I'm always busy. And he just kind of chuckled. And he goes, no, really? And then he started telling me, he goes, you will not believe what just happened. Well, this isn't, he goes, I've got good news and bad news. And I was like, okay, why don't you tell me the bad news? He goes, no, I'm going to tell you the good news first. He goes, I'm done. And I'm like, wow, well, that was fast. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, what was the bad news? He goes, I'm leaving. And I'm like, oh, well, that is bad news. But it's what that came after it. He's like, yeah, and you know what? I was working and I bent over and I totally ripped my pants. Literally, I kid you not, 8 inches on the back side. I mean, it was long. He goes, well, at least I wore clean, undergarments and all that. Just a sweet man. So sweet. Anyway, we both got a chuckle out of it. And he goes, it's not that I'm lacking confidence or anything. I mean, I'm fine. It's not a big deal. But, in that moment, I'm thinking, okay, this guy just met me. He's my electrician. It's not a big deal. But you would kind of feel a little awkward, would you not? Well, you got those kids out there. Kids, I don't care what age you are. You could be 60, 70, 80-year-old kids, or you could be, 10, 13, 20, 30-something-year-old kids. I don't care where you fall on the spectrum. And you'll put everything out there on social media because you have no filter. You just throw it out there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm not here to judge one way or the other. What I'm here to look at is your art of confidence. And let me tell you, my electrician, he was full of confidence, truly. Because otherwise, he wouldn't have even admitted to me that happened. But he was like, you know what? I mean, this is it. And he goes, I don't know what happened. I just bent over this way. And I'm like, you just sometimes have those moments. My friend, confidence is not about knowing all the answers, but trusting yourself enough to make the best choices for your well-being. For my electrician, let me give a shout out. Hey, Randy. He was awesome. Totally awesome. And a confident electrician. And guess what? Ripping the pants or not, he's more than welcome to come back and work on any other electrical outlets or anything I need done electrically in my household. But I don't know that I would have felt that had he kind of skirted around things and kind of acted like, well, yeah, okay, I'm done, Mrs. Wargo. I'm headed out. And we kind of live our life that way. We don't live our life on fire with who we are and who we are becoming. Because we're listening to this voice, you're not good enough. Why can't you stand up taller? Why can't you be 20 pounds lighter? Why can't you have a waist of 32? Why can't you raise your kids better? Why can't you get this house clean? And don't forget that linen closet. right? All these thoughts that go through our head, and you wonder why there is no confidence, right? So let's take a page out of our electrician's book. Let's really begin to figure out how to electrify and build up our art of confidence. Number one, you got to know who you are. Who are you? Take time to reflect on your values, your goals, and desires. And by understanding what truly matters to you, decision-making becomes clearer and more aligned with your authentic self, who you are and who you are becoming. Dr. Sarah Anderson says, self-reflection allows you to tune into your inner voice and make choices that resonate with your core values. If you don't know who you are and who you are becoming, it's hard to make those decisions, and you wonder why you're floundering, right? Take it from the electrician. He knows who he is. And yeah, so he was working, and the pants that he has, well, he probably won't be wearing again because he can't even wear them as cutoffs. But let me tell you, he is confident enough in his ability, in who he is as a person, the morals and the values and the goals he has at hand, that it wasn't a big deal that he split his pants. It just happens sometimes. You just have those moments. Have you ever gone out with two different color shoes on? Because you have the same color and maybe one's more of an off-white and one's more white, and you just happen to get them confused because your kids were playing with them? Can you tell I may have had a few experiences with that? What do? You laugh it off. Unless if you're one who says, I'm not good enough. See, you made a mistake again. Why did you do that? If you get stuck in those voices, you're never going to get to who you are becoming. You will always be just right where you are now. Now, I hope that's a wake-up call for you. It was a wake-up call for me when I looked at myself in the mirror and said, I've fallen out of love. Had nothing to do with my husband. It had everything to do with who I saw in that mirror. And I didn't like that person. But I never had the guts to tell myself that until my husband told me that. Who are you? You got to know who you are. You got to figure it out. Because if not, you're going to be indecisive. Because there will be nothing that gives you a foundation as to, okay, if I do this, does this align with this? Otherwise, you're listening to this. You're not good enough. Why would you try it now? Might as well back away. Good luck. See you on the other side. Who are you? Number 2, who can help you? Don't be afraid to reach out to mentors. Read books, for goodness sakes. Get some friends around you. Professional therapists, right? Licensed professionals, coaches that are trained, not just anybody who calls himself a coach. There is a difference. People to help give you guidance, right? You want that. Surround yourself with that supportive network that encourages your growth and provides valuable insights. It's not just about, hey, you go get him, girl, pat on the back, boop, boop. I mean, those are nice and all of that. You need that. But you also need a little bit more. So seek that support. And remember, when you seek that support, it truly is a sign of strength. It's not a weakness. We all need that support. And we're opening up AIM here very soon, I pray. I'm actually meeting today with our people who are changing our website a little bit, and we're getting closer and closer. And so it's exciting because, man, when we get that done, then we're going to swing open the doors, and I want to welcome in the family because it is something that you can't do life alone. We are better together. And when we come hand in hand, we can create our now to the point of we can appreciate who we are now, and we also can see who we are becoming. So who can help you? What does that look like? And no, you don't go tell everybody, because guess what? A couple of those everybody's might be saying, well, she's not good enough. What was he thinking? This is ridiculous, right? You don't want those. You want people that you can trust. So be very selective in who can help you. And finally, number 3, who is in your head, right? You got to watch what you cultivate. What's that recipe? What are you telling yourself over and over and over again? You got to cultivate that mindfulness, right? How do you quiet your mind? How do you say, okay, enough of this. I'm not good enough. What were you thinking? You're not made for any of this. Yeah, you need to ground yourself in the truth, not the truth that you've been told from other people who don't know you, but the truth as in you know who you are and you know who you are becoming. And you can be real and raw about it. You may not have to really like yourself, but you need to love yourself where you are. And then that positions you to then go on and say, okay, but with these changes, I can become this person. And every single day you make a choice to go there, which means what? You're not self-doubting any longer. You have direction because there's clarity, which means your decision-making is there and it is on fire, which means you get to create your now. Building this resilience in the face of challenges, right? Your CRAP of life, challenges, rejections, adversities, and problems. It allows you to bounce back from setbacks. And you can approach decision-making with clarity and composure. No more you like frailing all over the place going, oh my gosh, I got to do this. And you're freaking out. I don't like those freak out moments. Now, there are times to have freak out moments. Don't get me wrong. I've had freak out moments, okay? But every single moment in your life, I mean, let's be real. The fight, flight, or freeze moment is going to be exhausted. Your cortisol level is going to go through the roof and then some. Let's bring it down a little bit. Breathe, right? Ground yourself. Really find that inner strength and resilience. Embrace each moment with gratitude and awareness, right? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. It's not about being crazy all the time. Yes, you can have fun. You can be silly. But we've got to ground ourselves too. You know, confidence in decision-making, it's a journey. It truly is. And it requires a self-awareness, this internal support and external support, and a resilience that says, you know what? It's not the lies that you tell yourself. What are the facts? Separate the facts from your feelings. Ultimately, you have to believe in yourself. My friend, I am carrying the torch for you. We've got the Olympics coming up here in a couple days. I am so excited. I love the Olympics. More importantly, I love the stories. I love hearing how each man and woman have fought through the CRAP of life to get to where they are, to be up on their stage, to basically challenge each other, but to challenge themselves to be the best that they can be in the moment that it happens and to be rewarded accordingly. That is incredible. It gives me chills thinking about it. I want you to have Olympics today, every day. I want you to create your now. I want you to build that internal confidence that I've got the lighted torch for you right now. It is burning so bright that I am passing it on to you. And when you say, I'm ready to know who I am ready to find someone to help me, to allow people around me to support me. And I'm ready to get the things out of my head, and know what I need to get in my head. I'm going to carry that torch high. And when you add all this up and you put it into your everyday routine, you get to build the confidence needed to navigate life's uncertainties. And guess what? That healthier, more fulfilling lifestyle is just around the corner. My friend, confidence is not about having all the answers, but believing in your ability to make the right choices for a healthier, happier you. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. And guess what? You can do it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.